Okay, class, get ready, all of you. So we start chapter 1, class. So please pay more attention, be focused for additional maths, because it's not that easy. Of course, for the beginning, for chapter 1, it's not that hard yet. Okay, class, we start chapter 1, functions. Remember, you have some basic for the functions. The relation, remember, one-to-one relation, many-to-one relation, one-to-many relation still remember that? Okay, so now we look at this. Okay, we go practice 1. First of all, you're asked to determine whether each of the following relations is a function. The relation now given all from A until D, we call it relation. So from the relation here, you have to state that whether this is a function. What do I mean by a function? Okay, class. So remember you have learned before. Okay, let's say you assume that you are the object. You are the object. Okay, so when I ask you to move somewhere, you can move to one place only, right? One-to-one relation. You can move to one only. Let's say you are the object, you can't move to 2 different places at once. Okay? So one-to-many is not a function. One-to-one, okay. Imagine you are the object, okay? And then, okay, for example, let's say you and your friends, okay, let's say 2 of you, 2 objects, can 2 of you move to the same place? Yes. Can 2 of you move to different places? Yes. Okay. So means many to one. Many to one is accepted. One to many is not accepted as a function. It's okay. Before that, we have a look first. Okay, you tell me 1A. 1A, you tell me the relation first. Now, one to one. Okay, all the object must have arrow out. Okay, not? No arrow in is okay one. Yeah, now, so means this is one-to-one relation. So one-to-one relation, just like I said, is a function. Got it? Okay, so for first practice, you write down. Yeah. You have exercise book in another class? Yeah. Advise her to write on exercise book, or maybe you have a foolscap paper or what, okay? So practice 1.1, number 1A. Okay, you tell that this is a function. Okay, because you're asked to explain your answer. How are you going to explain your answer? If it's a function, you explain that, okay? Each object has only what? Has only one image. Okay, you can explain like this. Each object has only one image. Or make it simple, you also can tell that it is a one-to-one relation. Okay, we can tell like this also. Even though, can you see that? Even though element 5, can you see element 5 does not have an object, but is still accepted as a function. So I repeat the first one, class. The first one is one-to-one relation. One-to-one relation, first thing is to make sure that all the objects to the left one, on your left is object. On the right is image. First thing is to make sure all the object must have arrow out, okay? Understand? And if you don't have arrow in for the image, is accepted. Got it, the first one? Okay, now you can explain each object has only one image, or it is a one-to-one relation. Got it? Can you understand? Make sure everything that I explain, okay, especially for you that join online class, ask if you do not can't get my meaning, you can send to my WhatsApp to ask or to my chat box, yeah? Okay, class, we go B. Okay, B. Is it a function? Yeah, just look at B. You imagine the left side is the object, 3 of you, maybe three people there. So is it a function? No. Why? Yeah, C got 2 images, right? Cannot. Like you, let's say you are C, you can't move to the 2 places at once, right? Yeah, okay, but you don't use the word of to move to the two places. This is, I just make it an example. Yeah, okay, so you write down not a function, not a function. So the explanation is object C. Object C has what? More than one images. Or you can use it is a many to one relation. Okay, not many to one. You choose those that are, okay, that special one. Can you see? This one is one to one, but this is one to many. Hey, sorry, it's not many to one. Sorry, it's one to many. My mistake, yeah? One to many. One to many, okay? One cannot go to many places at once, one, yeah? Okay, so far A and B is okay, all of you? What about C? Yes or no? Yes, huh? Okay, yes. Yeah. So if yes, you explain like 1A, each object has only one image. Or you can explain that it is a many to one relation. Yes. Okay. So you see how I write the answer, yeah, class? One to many, many to one, you must put a hyphen, okay? Understand that, yeah? Okay, what about D? Yes or no? Yes. No. Focus on. Yeah, I said the left side object always must have arrow out one, right? No arrow in is okay, but you must have arrow out. So this is not a function. Not a function, yeah, sorry. Not a function. So how you explain? You say the element 3. Element 3 does not have an object. Can I? Can I say? Actually, one more that I didn't give the question here is many to many. If many to many also not a function. Why? Many to many is what you know? Many to many means, for example, okay, we have many to one. Just now many to one, right? Many to one. And termasuk lah, including one to many. So you see how I draw? Let's say I change this one. Can you see the relation of many to one? And one to many, can you see? If combine many to one and one to many, this relation, we call it many to many. Many to many relation is also not a function. Okay? So many to many is not a function. You can explain that it is a many to many relation. Okay? Or you can explain that element 2. You can explain element 2 has what? More than one image. Okay? Yeah, more than one images. You can explain like this. Okay, can I send the first question, all of you? Okay, not? Any question for you that join online, can ask me if you can't follow, yeah? Okay, next we go question 2. This is what we call arrow diagram. We are given arrow diagram. So you see that whether it's a function or it's not a function. Now we go graph type. Same. You determine whether each of the following graph is a function and explain your answer. If you're not so sure to see the graph, you can convert this to arrow diagram. Cannot. Some of you maybe not so sure, right? So you can convert it to arrow diagram, then you can see clearly whether it is yes or no. For example, okay, how are you going to convert? But it's not a must, it's not compulsory that you must convert to arrow diagram, okay? You see, I just show you like this. If you're confused, you can do like this. You see all the x-axis. Okay, class, x-axis. Can you see -2? 1. See, x-axis, -2, -1, -2, -1. Some more? No, 0, we don't have any dot there. 0, we don't have dot. Some more? 2. And then you see the y there. Y, okay, y, can you see y-axis? Y-axis, we got 0, right? 0, 1, 2, and -2. -2, 0, 1, and 2. Know how to see that? All of you? Okay, I repeat, I see x. Can you see -2? Can you see -1? Because the dot there, the 2. Okay? Can get what I mean? Let's say you're, okay, what I meant, actually it's like this. Okay, can you see here is -2, 0. Here is -1, 0. This one is 2, -2. This one is 2, 2. So what I meant is you get all the x as this one. X coordinates, can you see -1, -2, and 2. -2, -1, and 2. And then you see the y-axis. Y-axis, we got, sorry, I think I make one mistake. This is -2, 0. This is -1. This one should be -1. Hey. -1, 1, okay? This one is 1. Yeah, -1, 1. Okay, now you look at all the y-axis, class. The y coordinates, what do you have? 0. Y1 is 0, 1, 2, -2. So now 0, 1, 2, -2. I put accordingly, increasing order. Okay? Yeah. Next, you can check with the arrow diagram, for example. -2, the image is 0. -1, the image is 1. 2, the image is 2. Another 2, the image is -2. Can you see? See that? So this is 1 to many, right? 1 to many. So if you see 1 to many, you know that this is not a function. Okay, 2A right now. Not a function. Not a function, up to you. You can follow 1B. 1B to explain. Element 2. Element 2 has more than 1 images. Element 2 has more than 1 images. Or you can explain that it is a one-to-many relation. It is a one-to-many relation. Got it? Okay, you have a try B and C, 2B. Up to you. You want to make an arrow diagram to see the relation, or you just get from there, up to you. Yes, Jaden. Okay, you got a correct answer, yeah, Jaden, yes. So class, is a or not a function? Not a function. A function. A function, Harin. There you see, -2. Okay, you see the x-axis. This is -2, yeah. -2. Okay. Oh, second one. So you know your mistake already? You see x-axis, huh? X1 is it -2 followed by 0, 2, and 4. Is it okay? Know how to see the x? So -2, you get what? 6. 6, 4, 2, 0. So means you got 0, 2, 4, 6. Wait, I show you, okay? -2, you get 6, right? -2, so you get 6. 0 to 4. 0 to 4, 2 to 2, and 4 to 0. What is this relation? What is the type of relation? 1 to 1, yes, 1 to 1. Okay, Nana? So your answer, you write down a function. The explanation, you can follow question 1A. Okay, Nana? Question 1A. Each object has only one image, or you can say that it is a 1-to-1 relation. Can you understand so far? Yeah? Okay, next. Okay, now we go. Okay, we continue question 3 now, yeah? Okay, determine. This is this is arrow diagram. We call it arrow diagram. This one is graph. And this is, we call it what? Ordered pairs. Can you see the word ordered pairs? When question asks you to write ordered pairs, then you write in this way. Graph, okay, this one we call it graph, ordered pairs, and arrow diagram. Okay, so same as usual. You see just now the x coordinates and the y coordinates, okay? You can make use of arrow diagram, like just now, to determine yes or no. Okay, keep doing question 3. Okay, done. 3A is a function or not a function? Yes, it's a function class. So the relation is what? Yeah, many to 1. Yes. Can get many to 1 relation class? Any of any help? Yeah, you can explain like many to 1 just now, many to 1. Like 1C, okay? You can explain like 1C. What about 3B? Yeah, 3B not a function because it is many to many relation. Okay, Nana? Not a function because it's many to many relation. Got it, class? Okay, now look at question 3 now. Okay, just a minute now. Okay, class, for question 3, If you are given this type, you're asked to use what? Can you see a vertical line? Use the vertical line test to determine whether each of the following graph is a function. How? How are you going to use this line to test? Okay, see? Any, yeah? Okay, you can draw any vertical line here. For example, look at my screen. Yeah? Okay, so for this vertical line, you see, this line, this is x. Can you see x? But you have two values of y, can you see? You got what I mean? What I meant is, okay, this value of x with the value of y and another value of y, can you see that? For example, I assume that this point is, let's say, -2. Maybe this is 1, this is 5. So is it 1 to many already? -2 map to 1. And -2 also map to 5. See that? That's why this one we call it 1 to many. 1 to many. So this is not a function. Not a function because you see, the relation is 1 to many. So you use the vertical line to determine. But here question didn't ask you to explain, right? So it just said not a function will do. Okay, just tell not a function. Can you see my explanation here? Okay, then you use this one, you see. If I join here, cross how many points? You see this x, this point, 1 point only, right? Okay, see how I shift? Let's just come back here. Once I shift here, I know that 1 to many already, okay? But if I shift this one here, cut the word blue line, how many points? 1. 1, you see? No matter how I shift also, it cuts the blue line with 1 point only, right? Can you see that? Can you understand my explanation? So this is a function. This is one-to-one relation. This is one-to-one relation. Got it? Okay, now, you know how to see in that class, all of you. What I meant is, y'all see here? Just 1 point. There? 1 only. It cut 1 point only. Back here just now. You see I shift here? It cut 2 points. And 1 here, 1 here. So 1 to many. This is 1 to 1. Got it? Okay, now I want you to keep trying. C and D. Just look at C and D. Get one vertical line to determine. Okay, C, yes or no? Is it a function? Yes, a function, right? Because no matter how you shift, it will cut the blue line with 1 point only, right? What about D? No, of course, you see, when I shift like that, we know that cut 2 points already, right? So you tell that not a function. Okay, now class, any question to ask? Can you see these 2 points? Can follow all of you? Okay, next. So, for you that join online, please don't be so quiet, anything you ask, yeah, okay? Okay, now we continue class. We go question 5 now. It is given that set A and set B. A function f from set A to set B is defined as a reciprocal. Remember the word reciprocal? Reciprocal of 3, 10, 1 over 3. Reciprocal of 2 over 5 is 5 over 2. This one we call it reciprocal. Okay, actually you all learn in primary. Primary means what? For example, class, 3 per 4. Divide 5 per 6. So the teacher will say that, okay, times the reciprocal of this function, okay, the fraction. This one we call it reciprocal. Got it? Okay, so class, you're asked to represent a function in a form of ordered pairs. Remember just ordered pairs? Ordered pairs means which type? You look at just now, number 3. You make it ordered pairs means you make it like question 3. So for example, okay, 5A, you do like this. They're asked to make it a ordered pairs class. You must put a set notation. Okay, 1. What is the reciprocal of 1? 1. 2. So, no, 2 is not 2 or 1. 2 is 2 per 1. So the reciprocal is 1 per 2. Okay, 2, 1 per 2. Next, 3. Yeah, 1 over 3. And 4, 1 over 4. Okay, can you understand the meaning of reciprocal already? Okay, class, write this first, A, write down the A first, then I explain to you the rest. Write 5A. So you must understand the relation of given, reciprocal, maybe the square, square root, and so on, yeah? Okay, next, you're asked to state the range of the function. Class, take note the word of range. Range means what you have for the right side. 1, 1 over 2, 1 over 3, 1 over 4. This one we call it range. The right side one, the image, 1, 1 over 2, 1 over 3, and 1 over 4. Memorize the name, This one we call it range. Got it? Okay, actually, we got special name, This one, not yet, I just explained to you. This is domain, codomain. Yeah, actually here we got domain, codomain. Okay, but when I ask you about the range, you can see 0 is not there, right? 0 is not there, so when I ask you to write codomain, everything you write for codomain. But now if I ask you to write range, those for the Y only, the image, okay? This is why I call it range. Next, type of relation. Yeah, what is the type of relation? Just how we got one-to-one relation, one to many, many to one, many to many. What is this relation? If you're confused, but it's not compulsory for you to draw this, okay? Yeah, if you get confused, you can do like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 0, 1 per 4, 1 per 3, 1 per 2, and 1, right? You can do rough work, lah. Okay, you can do rough work. For example, 1 to 1, 2, you got 1 over 2, 3, 4. What is this relation? Yes, 1-to-1 relation. Okay, see right now. 1-to-1 relation. Don't forget to write the hyphen, 1-to-1 relation. If you know how to get direct, you no need to sketch this arrow diagram. Okay, got it? Okay, now number 6. Can follow all of you? Yes, make sure once you get stuck or we can't understand, you must ask before we go for the questions, yeah? 6. A function is represented by the ordered pairs, such as now. State the domain of the function. Just now, what did I say, domain? Domain means all the x1, okay? All the x. Right now, in a set notation, You write what? -2. Yes, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Domain. If I ask you to write codomain, you know how to write codomain? 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. But your advice to write in ascending order, okay? Next, what is the range? Like just now, same thing. 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. You can write increasing or decreasing order, yeah? 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. Okay, represent a function using a graph. So just sketch a graph. Class, there's one mistake. You don't do like this. You don't tell 0, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. It's not accepted. You know why? The scale is different. Can you see the scale here is 1 only? But here we got 2 already. So not accepted. Got it? You must have a proper scale. Yeah. So you can make it 2, 4, 6, 8. Up to you. Yeah. So this is y and x. X is start from what? Negative. Sorry, should be longer. So you make it -1, -2. Until 2 only, right? Until 2 I do. So -2. -2 you plot with 9. -1, 7. 0 is 5. 1 is 3. And 2 is 1. Okay now. With the graph, yeah? Okay, so now class, I want you to try question 7. First, you represent using a graph like just now. Then after that, you tell the domain. After that, the range and also the type of relation. Okay, have a try question 7. How is it? Done or still? Yeah. Okay, done or still class? Going to share, okay. Checking, see the graph that I have drawn, is it okay? Then the domain, yeah, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the range will be 0 to -4, yes. And the type of relation is? How can be one to many? It's many to one, what? Many to one relation. Right? Okay, you see 1 to 2, 2 to 2. Okay, now, let's say 1 and 2. You and your friend, you move to the same image. Okay, now? Should be many to one. Not one to many, yeah? Don't be confused. So in exam, make sure. Yeah, if you confuse already, you use the arrow diagram. Arrow diagram is the easiest way for you to see the relation. Okay? Okay, class. So before I continue number 8, I'll explain to you how are you going to see whether it's domain, codomain, and so on. Yeah. Okay. Any question to ask before I make it one group? Okay. See, listen to me. For example, I use this example. Okay. Let's say you see number 1. If I ask you domain, your answer is 1, 2, 3. Codomain, codomain, 2, 3, 4, 5. Image, 2, 3, 4. When I say image, it's 2, 3, 4. From the image, you convert it to range. So the range is the image, 2, 3, 4. Okay, see the difference? Domain, codomain. Get that? Here, even I ask you domain, the 3 got no arrow out. Domain also you write 1, 2, 3, 4. Codomain, you write A, B, C. Can I? Image, all the arrow in, you tell image. A, B, C. So all the image, we call it range. Got it? Domain, codomain, range, and images. Can follow, yeah, all of you? Yeah, next. Okay, not now? Yes, huh? Okay, any question to ask? What about you that join online? Any question to ask? Yes, huh? Okay, next. We go question 8. Now listen to me, question 8. Sketch the graph of this for all the real values of x. Hence, sketch the graph of the modulus for all the real values of x. Means what? Okay, class, remember the straight line? Y equal to x plus 1. You can use any 2 points to sketch this one. You learn in Form 3, Chapter 9. Yeah, the straight line. Okay, class, remember the straight line. For example, okay, have a look. So if you are given y is x plus 1, this is a linear graph. Remember I asked you to make it any 2 points? I'm not sure you still remember the Nara class. Okay. Each time I draw this one to show you, then I say you apply x, y. Anything like x0. If x0, what is y? 1, right? When y is 0, what is x? -1, right? Any. It's not that 0, 0. You can put 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or anything, okay? Now, so class, okay. First of all, you're asked to sketch this graph. Sketch only now, yeah? So we sketch a graph. So let's say this is xy. When x is 0, y is 1. When y is 0, x is -1. So you're asked to sketch this graph. Okay, so you just draw this graph. So this graph, don't forget to label. Okay, we have done the first part. Then after that, can you see the word hand? Sketch this graph for all the values, right? So means we get this one, we sketch another one with the modulus. So before I sketch a second one, I explain to you the meaning of modulus. Modulus means anything. Let's say modulus of 1 is 1. Modulus of -1 is also 1. Meaning that any negative values in the modulus here, it will make it positive. The meaning of modulus is like magnitude. Magnitude, we got no -1. Okay? So I repeat, any values from the modulus, positive will become positive, negative also will become positive. So means y got no -1. We got no values below the x-axis. Below the x-axis are all the y's that negative. So means we don't have the -1. Means how? Okay, see how I do? So just now this is 1, 0, -1, right? Okay, I re-sketch this one to show you, yeah? So just now we got this value, right? This is y is x plus 1. But when I ask you to change it to modulus, any below the x-axis, can you see this line? Can you see below this line? We'll reflect it up. Reflect. We do the reflection. Can you see this point? We reflect it up. This point, can you see? Okay, or maybe we have other points or what. I just choose one point here. We do the reflection. Reflection. We got a V shape. How long is it? It's okay one because question didn't give me any domain. Domain tak diberikan. So you can agak-agak like this also, like this is accepted. It's okay one. As long as you show this with a V shape. And this one, you erase it. Okay? So means any below the x-axis, the negative value is not accepted. You make it all to the positive value. So this is -1. Okay? So means that any, later I'll show you. So you copy this first. You copy this, and then later I'll show you the rest. Yeah, both. One is for without the modulus, the second one only with the modulus because the question asks you to draw these two. And sometimes you're asked to draw one only. You have to read the question carefully because you see here, asked to draw this, then after that with the modulus. Okay? Got it? Yeah, with the modulus, V shape. Not all the V shape, right? It depends on the line. Straight line will get V shape. If it's not a straight line, later I'll show you. Just a minute, yeah? Use ruler to draw, yeah? Sorry, again? Wait. Before number 9, I want to show you something first. Okay? So have you done? Okay. Okay. Any of you still doing class for you that join online? Okay, class, I show you some example. So questions sometimes just ask you to show with the modulus one, yeah? Okay, so if it's straight line class, any straight line, I think you know how to draw the straight line already, right? You apply any 2 points, okay? Any 2 points to get a straight line. Let's say the straight line that you have drawn is like this. Okay, can be, okay, you look at my x-axis here. Can be at the corner here, can be at the middle, can you see? See middle, corner, middle, okay, right? So any with the middle, let's say make it like this, huh? Wait, okay, let's say this line. This line, for example, I say that this is y is 2x minus half, for example. Then if I ask you to draw with the modulus, any that lies on x-axis, can you see here? Lies on x-axis one, right? So this line, you reflect, okay? Means this line, you do the reflection up. Okay, now how to do it? Okay, see this one, 1, 2. So you go 1, 2. Okay, now you choose any one point. Let's say you choose this point. See another 1, right? So you go 1. Okay, now or you choose this line 1, 2. So you go 1, 2 up. Got what I mean? So means with the modulus. So this one you can erase. This one we call it with the modulus. Can you understand? Okay, any graph that given. Yeah. Okay. Again, let's say if the graph is like this, maybe I draw half of it like this. Sorry, it's too thick. Okay, if I draw half like that, you can see this point. Those that on the x-axis one right here. Can you see this point? Lies on x-axis one, huh? Okay, you go reflection. 1, 2, 1, 2, up. You find the point that lies on x-axis, get this line to see the point that's suitable for you to do the reflection. Then this one you erase. Okay? Got what I mean? Even class, sometimes you might have not a straight line, but mostly you'll get a straight line. Sometimes if it's not a straight line, for example, maybe you get a curve or what, right? For example, with a curve like this. Let's say this is y is x squared minus 2x, for example. If I ask you to draw with the modulus, can you see below the x-axis one, right? Below the x-axis, you reflect. You do the reflection. You can see any point, you just do the reflection out. Can you see this one? I reflect out. Yeah, I reflect already means any below the x-axis one, you don't draw. Okay, now depends on the shape. Okay, got what I mean? Okay, so this is what we say the modulus. Papa, we still have this type of question to show you. Okay, now we go question 9. Okay, the diagram shows two sets, A and B. So you represent this one. Think wrong, right? Number 9. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, wait. I think yeah, you're asked to do what? Represent it. Yeah, okay. All the pairs, right? So now to do all the pairs. Okay, then state the object of 4. Yeah, okay. One thing that I want to explain to you just now, a bit different with just now, yeah? Number 9, A. I think all the pairs should be okay, right? How you tell? A? Sorry. 1 month, didn't write the writing already, so my writing become thorough already. Okay. Okay, look at A. A to what? 1, A to 1. B to 4. C to 2. That's all right? Okay. So what is the difference here? Now state the object of 4. What is the object of 4? B. Okay, class. Listen, just now I forgot to tell you. Also to state the object or state the image, we don't put the set notation. Sorry? No need to put the set notation. We don't put the set notation. Got it? Object, image, we don't put the set notation. From the image, we change it to range, right? Range only we put the set notation. Object, image, no need to put the set notation. Got it? Okay, what about the range? See the Y? Eh? 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, we call it codomain. Codomain. Okay, type of relation? 1 to 1, yes. Got it? Okay, write down first. Okay, class, after you have done this, you can have a short break. Yeah, later on I'll continue the rest, okay? Okay, class, get ready. Okay, look at question 10 now, class. The diagram on the right shows a function. Here, already explained it's a function. So you're asked to express the function using function notation. What do I mean by function notation? Yeah? Okay, function notation means, class, listen carefully. Can you see the function here using G? Sometimes they might use A, B, C until anything. Can be F, sometimes can be F or anything. Yeah? So if it's G, you follow to use G. So G. If it's F, you tell F, okay? Understand, Nana? Map. This is how we call it map. Map X. Map X to what? There, can you see 2x minus 1? So this is what we call it function notation. Got it? Okay, Nana, if here written F, you tell F. If put M, you put N. Okay, now let's see the relation here. Then after that, determine domain. Okay, class, as I say, what is the domain? Yeah, -1, 0, 1. Objects, okay. Know how to write the objects? This one is domain. Wait, sorry. I should write like this. So you tell the domain. Okay, I see whether you still remember or not. Okay, this one I leave it to you. Domain, you must put set notation. Then after that, objects. Cannot objects. So just like I say objects and image. There's no need for you to put a set notation, yeah? Images. These two also no bracket one, no set notation, yeah? And then after that, the range. Range must have set notation. Okay, complete this. Okay, should have done right? Checking. Domain, just now I say is -1, 0, 1. Okay, how you write objects? There, all this we call object also, okay? All these objects because arrow out one. Those arrow out one, we call it object. Image, arrow in only. What are the arrow in? Yes, -3, -1, and 1. Sorry. Okay? And the range, that? Yeah, all the images is the range. So you know the difference already? Domain, codomain, image. Hey, why this one missing? Wait, sorry. Objects, the sound -1, 0, 1, yeah? Okay, see the difference? Objects and images, no need to put a bracket one. Okay, can follow? All the left side, we call it domain. All the right side one, we call it codomain. But if I say image means you must have, okay, image and object, you must see whether arrow out and arrow in for the image and objects, okay, Anna? Yeah? Then all the images, we put a set notation as range. Okay, write down this first. Finish written down. Can get answer, yeah? Okay, now we go question 11. Okay, anything to ask? Until here, is it okay, all of you? Now we go question 11. The diagram shows a graph of the function of fx is 1 per x minus k, where x cannot be k. What do you mean by here? X cannot be 1. Okay, class, take note. If I give you like this, 1 over x, for the function, x cannot be 0. Why? Because if you apply x with 0, I told you already, I taught you before, any denominator cannot be 0. You apply with the calculator 1 per 0, what you get? Math error, means undefined. So if I put like this, minus 1, huh? So x cannot be what? How to make it 0? How to make it 0? 1, is it? Right? You shift the 1 here. You shift the negative 1, is it become 1? So x cannot be 1. If x is 1, 1 minus 1, is it 0? You got what I mean? Okay, again, huh? If I say x plus 3, x cannot be what? X cannot be, X cannot be what? Negative 3, right? So now, if you shift the 3 here, is it become negative 3? X cannot be negative 3 because negative 3 plus 3, you get 1 per 0. That is math error. You got what I mean? Okay, again, because I'm trying to explain that the value of x that can't be. Okay, if I give you x is x minus 4, easy, how you tell? X cannot be what? Yeah, x cannot be 4, okay? 1 over x plus 6, x cannot be negative 6, yes. Now, 1 over 2x plus 1, x cannot be? How? You mentioned like this. So if we shift the 1 here, is it negative 1 over 2? Can I? Shift the 1 here. Okay, you shift slowly. There you see, 2x. Shift the 1 here, is it negative 1? So shift down, is it negative 1 per 2? So it cannot be negative 1 per 2. One more. 1 is 4x minus 3. X cannot be what? 3 per 4. Yes. Got it? Can you know, you notice an opposite sign? Negative, you tell positive. Positive, you tell negative. Because you shift to the right. Okay? So class, now you look at this. So you see this line, Okay, state the value of k. What do you think the k here? So can you see this line? This, okay, means we cannot cut this line. It will not cut this line. So when you see this, the line of undefined here, so you tell that what is x? What is k here? Negative 2 from the graph. Okay, now x cannot be. So means for section A, if you see the graph like that, you see this line. So you tell that x cannot be negative 2. Therefore, k is what? The value of k. What is k? Negative 2. There you see? See, x cannot be k. So k is it negative 2? So when you tell, you say k is negative 2. You don't tell k not negative 2, you know. K is negative 2. Can you get what I mean? Okay, so you look at the graph, this one, the line here. Just now remember the vertical line that we test on, right? Yeah, okay. Next, B, hence you're asked to find the image when x is 0. Okay, we're back here. We're back here. So now I know the k already, right? 1 per x minus k. K, is it negative 2? So be careful, so it's x plus 2, right? So class, now we have this already. Roman 1. Find the value. Find the value. Find the image when x is 0. Okay, image. Image is here. Object is here, okay? Left one is object, right one is image, Okay, class, when x is 0. No. What is fx? 0 plus 2, can you see? So what's that? 1 over 2. 1 over 2. You say 1 over 2, is it? Oh, I heard 1 only. Got it? Okay, listen carefully. Find object. Many students starting here, they start to confuse already. Listen carefully, Find image. Find image, you substitute the x only. Find object means find x, okay? Find object means find x. I repeat, find the image means x given. Find the object means find x. Okay, what is fx? Read out the fx. Yeah, 1 over x plus 2, is it? Is 5. So you find x. I repeat, when find image, you substitute the x, whatever x here. When find object, you copy the whole thing from the right side. You copy the whole thing from the right side with the value that given, you find x. Okay, Anna? I repeat, find image means find fx. Find object means find x. Okay? So you copy this first, then you find this for me and see. Using your calculator of alphabet will do. Okay, copy down everything. Then Roman 2, I leave some for you to try. Yes, Lawrence, your B Roman 2, your answer is correct. Okay, can I have your answer for Roman 2, the rest of you? Negative 10. How can be negative 10? You check and see. If you say that your x is negative 10, right? If you say your x is negative 10, negative 10 plus 2 is it negative 8? Not 5. Okay, now they apply with the calculator, the alphabet one. You're still using MS. Okay, wait, let me check. For you, they're using the Excel. Now, what about you? Can get the answer? The answer is negative 1 and 4 per 5. Negative 1 and 4 per 5. Wait, you apply with 1. Just a minute, 1 per alphabet X plus 2. Then alphabet equal. Then you tell 5. Shift, solve with the answer. Negative 1.8. Okay, wait now, I'll show you. Wait now, I'll check with the MS one for a while, class. Wait for me for a while. 1 per alphabet X. Wait na, alphabet X plus 2 alphabet equal 5. Shift, solve, shift, solve. Yeah, still can with your negative 1.8 with your calculator. Okay, just a minute, I'll show you. Okay, for you that using EX1. Okay, class, for you that join online, you keep trying. I show my physical class one. Okay. Okay, any of you need help with the calculator for you that join online? Yeah, you can tell the answer is, just answer what is that? Negative 1.8, right? Negative 1.8, wait, or you can write down negative, just answer what? 1 and 4, but not 5, right? Okay, yes, sorry? Sorry? Yeah, direct one. For your additional max, you can use already. No need to shift one by one, wasting time. No need to do like this already, class. Now you are SPM level. Yeah, okay. You no need to show like this. 1 equal that 5x plus 2. Remember previously you do like this? Then 1 is, you tell 5x plus 10. Then you say 5x is 1 minus 10, you tell negative 9. X is negative 9 per 5. Then only you tell negative 1 and 4 per 5. No time for you to show all like this. Your SPM level already. Okay, got it right, me? So all with your calculator. Yeah? Okay. If possible, you're advised to try your best to change it to EX better. Yeah? Okay, so can you send class? All of you? Yeah, okay, now listen to me again. Find image, substitute the X to the right. Find object, copy the right equal to the number that given. Okay? To find X. Okay, now. Means make it simple. Find image means find fx. Find object means find x. Okay, now. Okay. So class, now we go question 12. A function f is defined by fx is x squared minus 2x. Okay, class, look at this. This is, remember just I said function notation. F map x to x squared minus 2x. But when you write to the solution, you make it equal form. See how I write? I put this as a bracket and the arrow as equal. Okay? Given function notation, then you change it to equation form when you want to solve the equations, okay? Know how to write? All of you, huh? Okay, so now it's quite easy. See, find, this one means what, you know? This is means, yeah, when x is negative 3, same as just now. When x is negative 3, when x is negative 3, all the x you apply with the negative 3. This one actually means what? Image. Then just I say find object how? Copy what? When I say find object, copy what? The right side one, remember? Equal what? 8. Find object means find x. So I test that and see. Okay, you complete A and B. Once you see this one, you must know what to do already. I see whether you all still remember the next class. Okay, keep doing. Yes, Jaden, you can send to my WhatsApp. Yes, good. Your answer is correct, yeah? Yeah, okay, can I have the A? How can be negative 5? There, Parveen, you see negative 3, right? You apply negative 3 here. Just work with the calculator. What happened? Put a bracket. Don't forget to put a bracket and be careful with the negative. Yes, Lawrence, correct, your answer. Okay, again, class, the answer for A should be, hey, what happened there? Apply with a calculator, just do this one, you know. Just calculate with this. Just calculate here only. Wait, what happened to you with the calculator? Negative 3? Huh? Yeah, 15. Down where? What's that? Okay. The one means x, just calculate the right side, yes. Okay, class, got it or not? Hey, you don't confuse with this, you know. This one, class, listen, when you are given this one, you just calculate the right side only, okay? Got it? Okay, now. What about this? What is see this one? With the square means what? Once you see this, you know that this is what? Any of you can tell me the name? Yeah, quadratic equations. When you see quadratic equations, you must do what? Remember, I asked you to put the two brackets and then check with your calculator to factorize. You apply the x like this, okay, then direct to your calculator. Okay, remember the function? Go to the polynomial, yeah? So you apply 1 equal, -2 equal, -8 equal. Then you make it 2 times of equal, you get x is, from your calculator, you get x is, yeah, x is 4 and -2, right? Laos, remember? Actually, yeah, that's actually your SPM level, some teacher, yeah, okay, if you ignore this one, some school teacher, okay, will accept, but some particular teachers still want you to factorize. So that's why I have to teach you both, okay? Can you see with -2? Remember I say with the opposite sign? There, like this. Okay? So, done. That's why you see this word, objects. Can you see the S here? Objects. That's why we got 2 answers here. Okay, you can follow? So, Lau, can get the answer ready? Okay, yeah? So remember that. I repeat, when you're asked to find this one, okay, classy? Sometimes I write like this. Sometimes when questions say find fx, like this one just now, find the image. Find the image when x is -3. Or just write like this, understood, calculate the right side. Don't shift the 3 down anymore. Not shifting the 3 down, okay? This is just a title only. Got it? Can I? So Tino, it's okay. I'll give you more explanation like this. Can follow all of you so far until here? Okay, All right, next. Now look at question 13. Can you see I give it like this? I give it like this means find what, you know? Find what? Same like this one. Find image. Find image. If find image, okay, the way to do is like this. So G -1. You see this one, Okay, wait, I think I write like this better. See, the question is Gx equal 7 minus 2x minus 3x squared. I put it equation form, okay? Now, so class, I leave to you, listen to me. G -1 means all the x, the right side one, you apply -1. But when you calculate, you ignore this one already, okay? Ignore this one. After you apply the -1, you ignore the left side, you just calculate this with your calculator. Got it? Okay, keep doing until C. And for your coming math class is on Tuesday, right? 6 to 7:45 or so, yeah, for mathematics. Okay. Checking later, you check and see whether you can get 6, B 7, and C -26. Any that you couldn't get, let me know, yeah, guys? Okay, can get the answer, all of you? Not yet. Got it, huh? Any of any help? Now, okay, not now? Still doing, huh? 6, 7, and -26. So remember, yeah, like this type just now, ignore the left side. After you substitute the value in the bracket they're given. Okay? Okay, class, before I continue the following questions, I look at my screen here. Any function that given, okay, when you're asked to find like this, means you substitute the x with 3. When I ask to find -4, same, you just substitute the value. Okay, na? When 3, you substitute 3. -4, you substitute -4 to find the values. Okay, this is what we said, find image. Got it? So sometimes you are given gx is 5, or you are given gx is 7, means find x. If given like this, you copy the right side to find x with the alphabet. See the difference? Okay, if I put a value here, substitute all the x with the value. This one find what? This is find, question sometimes you say find image. If given like this means find what? Find x. See the difference? Okay, now? So for find image, sometimes given like this, sometimes the question will say, find the image when x is 3. Find the image when x is -4. Instead of giving this, we'll give you the sentence. Can follow all of you? Okay, now? When I give you gx with the value, you copy the right side one. Okay, another one is like this. Okay, lah. Sometimes I put fx. Huh? So if I say find f3, means how? Yeah, you just substitute the x with what? 3. Okay, find image. When I say fx is 6, means you copy the right side, then you tell the 6. What you can see here? That we name it quadratic equations. When come to quadratic equations, you factorize it with your calculator. You check from your calculator, and then after that, you factorize with the opposite sign. Okay? So, can get what I mean already? How the question asks all of you? Or sometimes question didn't mention like this. Question will say what? Find x. Find x when the image is 6. Find x when the image is 6. Cannot? This is find the image when the x is 3. It's not hard. Given x, find image. Given image, find x. Okay? Got what I mean? Okay, wait, I'll ask you one question. Okay, you see, for example, if I give you like this, fx. Give you one example, just a minute. Okay, let's say I give you fx is 3x minus 8. My question is, find the image of 4. Okay, try to see. Find the image of 4. Just do the rough work. No need to do the solution. Just answer with the calculator. Find the image of 4. Or without calculator, so you can get the answer. Find the image of 4. Find the image of 4 means this is 4. Find the image of 4. Understand that? Find the image of 4 means this is 4. You apply 4. So what do you get? 3, 4? 12. 12 minus 8? 4. When I say find the image, okay? Find, listen carefully, find x. Find x when the image is 10. Find x when the image is 10. Find x when the image is 10. Yeah, so you copy what? Yeah. Yes, 3x minus 8 is 10. Then find x with the alphabet. Or with the alphabet, how you do? It's not hard. 3x is what? No. 18, yes. What is x? 6, yes. See the difference? Okay, now? So means that for additional max, okay, after we have done, you go back and have a look once again all these questions, okay? So I teach until here today, this one to be continued. This one getting a bit harder already. So you know the basic all this already? Okay, yeah. So class, I teach until here today, yeah, to be continued next week. Okay, you're allowed to leave. See you. Bye-bye. Good night. And then for you, before you leave, any question to ask, Annette? What? Okay.